This moment was inevitable. You are meaningless specks. I am infinite. The price of my own blood means little in the face of saving all reality. Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive on 2020 with your host, Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Dolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube, it's Dolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, and Aeon's End are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and Spirit Island has been crowdfunded and will be released, hopefully, sometime within the next decade. And you can get the games and more info at Handelabra.com. We are playing with Recoil today. Yes, I believe so, if we're talking about Lifeline and Raw. I always just hit random when it comes to these games, so it is what it is. No information on the environments, but we have Insula Primalis and Pike Industrial Complex as our two first environments. We have Bloodmage Lifeline, who deals himself and each villain target 2 infernal damage. Setting Sun Ra, who deals each non-hero target and himself 2 irreducible fire damage, destroys one of his ongoing cards, and then removes the top 2 cards of his deck in the trash from the game. And there's also Young Legacy and Prime Warden's Haka. And yeah, I guess Legacy also has self-damage through Heroic Interception. And Haka has a bunch of damage. Well, I guess not a bunch, but Rampage that hits everything. So yes, we're starting 2020 with a bunch of action over here. So let's see what we're dealing with here. We have Nexus the Chosen. The end of all things commands your death, our glory of OblivAeon. We will have as well Disorder, Deconstruction, Unmake, which is Faultless. Yes, that one. Increase all damage dealt by 1, right in the start. Okay, and then 3 Aeon Men cards. So there is no damage here? No damage here. Cool. But 2 Devastation tokens. Oh. At the start of OblivAeon's turn, if there are 3 cards in the environment trash, flip this card. Otherwise, play an environment card and add 1 Devastation token to the inevitable destruction card. So there's that. Now, why did the other one trigger? Why do we have 2 Devastation tokens? That's my question. Oh. He always adds 1. How did I never realize that? He always adds 1 on this side. At the end of OblivAeon's turn, the top 3 cards of the Aeon Men deck are played in the other battle zone. OblivAeon destroys any Aeon Men here, and then you add 1 Devastation token. Wow. Wow. Alright, so he will be adding 1 here and adding 1 here, and we have to have 3 cards in environment trash for him to flip. If only we were playing with Akash 3-0, then this would be a bit easier. And this triggers at the start of OblivAeon's turn, which means that if the countdown is at 1, that means we can't do it. At the end of OblivAeon's turn, each target deals itself 1 fire and 1 toxic damage. If no hero targets take damage this way, add 4 Devastation tokens to the inevitable destruction card. If at least 4 hero targets take damage this way, remove this card from the game, and that removes the shield. Cool. Lifeline can put cards directly into the trash. You can play the top card of the environment deck, which can do stuff. Hey, Liquid Asylum. I am a man. Not the man, but a man. You can destroy an environment card. I'm trying to see which cards. I don't claim to be 100% knowledgeable with Lifeline, unfortunately. This card, top card of each deck, Leyline Shift. Hello. That's probably the one we were thinking of. Okay. You forgot the hyphen. All right, so let's see. So the other environments, I think we can see it now. Yeah, Dok'Thorath capital, Megalopolis, and Nexus of the Void. Cool. And then we have Nexus, who, when he deals damage, he regains HP. At the end of this villain turn, the card deals the 2 hero targets with the lowest HP, 2 melee, and 2 infernal each. If this card is in the same battle zone as OblivAeon, flip it and move it to the other battle zone. And on the flip side, the first time damage is dealt to this card each turn, add 1 devastation token. When this card is destroyed, flip an objective in each hero play area. If damage dealt by this card destroys the target, flip this card. At the end of this villain turn, this card deals each hero target in the play area with the most rewards 3 melee damage and 3 infernal damage. Ugh, the devastation token thing is awful, though. Okay, so Nexus is not going to stay here for long. He's going to move to the other battle zone on his turn. And then he wouldn't act anymore because he's no longer in this battle zone, I presume. Alright, and then Faultless, who deals each hero target deals itself 1 psychic. At the end of this villain turn, this card deals each hero target in the play area with the most rewards 3 radiant and 1 infernal. Okay. And then there's the Aeon Men over there. There's also the Impending Doom, who will deal each non-Scion target 9,999 infernal damage. Okay, so in order to prevent devastation token things from happening, we're going to need to have we need to have 1 hero here, even when Nexus moves, because this is going to proc first, and then Nexus's thing. So we need to have 1 hero in Battle Zone 1 and 2 heroes in Battle Zone 2. Now, OblivAeon, when a Scion is removed from the game in either Battle Zone, the bottom card of the Scion Reserve is put in that Battle Zone. So when Nexus moves, that's actually going to mean that Battle Zone 1 is going to have no Scions. And there will be no new Scions in that battle zone until we get to phase 2, because unless, actually no, he could play a card in battle zone 1 that says add 1, so never mind. But we're not going to get Scion card plays in battle zone 1, which will be nice. So that's going to help things a bit. Alright, so we might have to think about, you know, destroying Impending Doom in case OblivAeon moves there. We have to think about destroying Aeon Men so that OblivAeon doesn't destroy them. And with this team, oh man, Ra, Legacy, and Haka are 3 bad ongoing destroyers because they're not ongoing destroyers. But Lifeline does have ongoing destruction, but we might want to keep Lifeline here so that we could get environment plays here. So I guess that means that this Impending Doom is just going to remain impending. Alright, and then the last wager. At the end of your turn, each player may discard 1 card that any player discarded. May draw 1 card. If 2 or more one-shots were drawn this way, flip this card. If no cards are discarded this way, shuffle this card into the mission deck. Might as well just take it if we get it. 1 hero target regains 1 HP. If no targets regain HP this way, flip an objective in this play area and remove this card from the game. And apparently you can target a hero that is at max HP in order to get that working, and that's exciting. I never realized that. I guess this would also be affected by things like reduce HP recovery by 2, which could happen in Time Cataclysm. So I guess we need to leave Lifeline here. I guess maybe not necessarily. He could... Or, I mean, if he's going to play Repair Leyline, he's not going to be able to play Unnatural Upheaval anyway. But at the same time, he could do a lot to actually hitting the Aeon Men, and so can Ra. Whereas Legacy and Haka could only think about pinging. I mean, they could damage Nexus, but it's something to do in Battle Zone 1 at least. And we have a +1 for sure, so we probably want to take the self-damagers to the other Battle Zone. So we'll move Lifeline will take on that objective. We'll repair Leyline to see what the environment does. Super cool Trisolvent Vat. Well, that's good at wiping out Aeon Men at least. The Scholar looks so done. Participation trophy! Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and discard whatever card is unlikely to be used. I mean, that one's actually very likely to happen. The non-hero target destroyed during Lifeline's turn. Cryptic Alignment will require ongoings to be in play. Unless he uses Cosmic Immolation, which is also a fun card. And yeah. I mean, these are all kind of nice cards. I guess Alien Arcana is a little lackluster in that regard. It is nice to draw cards with, but I have other exciting options right now, and I'll just draw it back anyway. Why not? All right, so Ra. At the end of your turn, each hero may deal themselves 2 psychic damage. Whenever hero takes damage this way, add 1 token to this card. When there are 6 tokens on this card, flip this card. Brother Sacrifice. Seems like it would be good to have on one of these heroes. Let's give that to Ra. So the next one is to Hope for the Dawn, which will require cards with powers to move, and we could just give that to Legacy. And Devastating Aurora can move to any other hero after it's won, so that's nice. Alright, if I use my base power, I will destroy an ongoing card, so I don't want to play Wrathful Gaze or Living Conflagration if I intend on keeping them. I could Wrathful Gaze to take out the Aeon Thrall. I could play Living Conflagration to deal 2 damage, and then my base power will deal enough damage to take out Aeon Vassal. I do also have Flame Spike, and I probably want to use that. So maybe I don't want to use this power. If I use Living Conflag, I'll do 2 and 1, and that's enough to take out Aeon Vassal. Because there's going to be no other action happening here otherwise. I could take out Aeon Vassal and Aeon Thrall if I sacrifice Living Conflagration for that. This will deal 1 damage, this will deal 2 damage, this will deal 2 and 2. I mean, this is the one we really need to get rid of, because if OblivAeon destroys it, it's the worst effect. So I guess that means Living Conflagration is coming out anyway. I'll go ahead and use it on the Vassal. And yeah, let's work on getting this. It's early. So Legacy can stay here and Haka can stay here. We could also move one to the other battle zone to deal with those a little bit, I guess. So I guess it's not like we're done. I just don't want... I don't want to lose 3 heroes to impending doom. When does this occur, though? This is at the start of this villain turn, if OblivAeon is here. So, actually, it's not going to proc. Or maybe, I mean, maybe... Or no, Nexus, the Battlezone 1 sound card should not be played, I think. If I'm reading that correctly. So I shouldn't have to worry about that. Let's move Legacy so we can have Motivational Charge benefiting the people who took damage. We'll take on this objective. We need to get cards with powers on them into play to Hope for the Dawn. Danger Sense would actually be good with Super Cool Trisolvent Bat. Oh yeah, also, by the way, Super Cool Trisolvent Bat So brainstorm. Let's actually undo a bit. Because Super Cool Trisolvent Vat's going to do 3 damage to each of these things. So really, I just need to do 2 damage to Aeon Warrior, which Living Conflict can do. And then I can save my base power still. I can hit Faultless. And the Aeon men will wipe themselves out. Alright. Duh. Use the environment, Lude. So do we want Legacy in Battlezone 2 then? Because Faultless is not going to take a full 2. He's going to reduce it by 1, so he'll take only 1 of the damages. And then the Super Cool Trisolvent Vat would hit Legacy 3 times. So maybe I should keep Legacy here and just hit on Nexus. So, hey Nexus, how you doing? Every time I say hit on, I always just think of actually hitting on. And actually, I should be using my base power because it's more damage, and we're at full HP, so I don't need that effect. All right, so now that I've lost Mint 4 times, now ordinarily I would keep Obsidian Field in play, but we do need to get 3 environment cards in the trash, or just 3 cards in the environment trash. We could probably just leave it out for now, though. Or actually, Haka could get rid of it. Although he won't have much card draw either. Well, let's just leave it out. Because we can't get OblivAeon flipped anyway, so... Even if the card played is a one-shot type card. So stay there. Expedition to Atlantis. Whenever a hero card is discarded, add 1 token to this card. At the end of your turn, each player may discard up to 2 cards. When there are 6 tokens on this card, flip this card. At the end of your turn, you may draw a card and use a power. And this could actually be triggered this turn. Maybe. Haka has like... Haka only has 4 cards in hand, but he could discard 2 cards with Ground Pound. And then he could discard up to 2 cards with this. He could also discard 2 cards with Obsidian Field. Oh boy, yeah, so Haka will take it. I don't think it's necessarily one that we care about where it goes. I guess giving more powers to certain heroes would be wise. But for now, I'm just kind of feeling out the rewards and seeing where things are getting lined up at. Next up is the Red Menace, which guards every man, which deals damage based on the number of cards in hand. But to get it, we have to destroy the Red Menace. Which is going to involve damage happening. But this is a lot of fire damage, so if we could make Ra immune to fire damage, that would be fantastic. Okay, so Battle Zone 1. I think we're just going to Taiaha. Because there's no guarantee that OblivAeon will deal damage on this zone, and even if he does, it's not going to wipe out the heroes. We want to get rid of Obsidian Field. I mean, since it's also going to profit for Expedition to Atlantis, I think that's fine. But what cards would we want to lose for that? Probably Punish the Weak, probably Savage Mana. I don't really anticipate Savage Mana having much use. You could put Aeon Men underneath this, but I don't know. Throw out the pants. Alright, do you want to do this one? I mean, do I want to get this like right now? I mean, it is possible for OblivAeon to incap a hero. We've seen it happen. It's this one. Destroy the non-villain target with the lowest HP. Yes, for extra card draw. That would mean I would have to discard both Ground Pound and Rampage, which Rampage is good for clearing Aeon Men, and Ground Pound is good for preventing damage. I could discard 2 cards from Legacy, but I mean, I like these cards, but... I mean, Danger Sense might be the least of the goods. I could discard 1 Thok. Alright, we'll do it. With my luck, we'll draw another Rampage, which we did not. And I cannot play Taiaha. But I can't really play it, so I might as well not use that power. Pterodactyl Thief. Oh boy. A +1 on Super Cool Trisolvent Vat. Wow, this is going to be a fun game. I'm just going to fast forward through this part. Okay, self-damage, that's boosted by 1. Sign with the lowest HP deals damage. Oh boy. Probably want to try to keep Brother Sacrifice out for longer. Last Wager is a bit more boring. This would incap Lifeline if he were to take it, but it's also possible he's just gonna get incapped anyway. This is what we call in the what's it called? This is what we call in the business a terrible turn. Move those heroes to the other battle zone. Is that going to be bad? No. So it doesn't matter which. And it doesn't matter how it's dealt. But now we have 2 different heroes in Battle Zone 2. And our countdown moved down by 1. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Battle Zone 2 is very dangerous. This is doing 6 damage to each target. So the good news is I don't need to worry about the Aeon Men at all. The bad news is if I stay in this battle zone, my heroes are going to get incapped between the environment damage and the Scion damage. It might just be better to move everyone to Battle Zone 1. I'm going to lose 2 Devastation tokens, but if a hero gets incapped, I lose Devastation tokens anyway. So it might be better just to move everyone back to Battle Zone 1. This will also enable us to take out the 2 Thieves, which will put 3 cards in the environment trash. And that will flip the Ceaseless Ruin. And this will also proc immediately, so we'll remove this from the game. So it's going to be a fast phase 1, which is not necessarily the best, but I don't foresee us being able to survive in Battle Zone 2. So let's just move on. Do I want the Red Menace, or do I want a better one? See, the thing about the Red Menace is, I mean, I guess it will give the other heroes something to hit. Although 3 fire damage in exchange is steep. Especially for Lifeline and Raw. And we also need to focus on the thieves anyway. I guess well, no, we still have that on Raw. We still have that on Legacy. So the only one who could potentially claim it is Haka anyway. At which point, I don't know if it would make sense to have it. So do I want to shuffle the mission deck? We'll have 3 opportunities to shuffle it before Haka's turn. Let's go ahead and shuffle it and see what we get. We get Orchestrate the Void. Whenever you cause another player to play a card, use a power, or draw a card, add a token to this card. And there are 5 tokens on this card. Flip this card! At the end of your turn, each player may draw a card. Then one player may play a card. Then one hero target deals one target 2 energy damage. Then each hero target regains 2 HP. Do I want that? Yes, I do. I do want that. We also don't have good means of getting that. We almost had a means, but we don't anymore. Okay, I could take out a thief one shot with Vitality Battery, and that would let Lifeline regain 2 HP. And I can't really use my base power without having my HP, so I might as well just use Vitality Battery and wipe out the thief. A thief, rather. I'll have Lifeline discard something. Harrow is a fun card, but I'm low on HP. I'm just going to discard it and try to keep Lifeline alive here. And we'll try to keep Ra alive. True Hero in the end. Or Orchestrate the Void. You can't really get it, though. I don't think you ever really can get it. The one who could be most likely to get it is Legacy. With Bolster Allies. Because Haka doesn't really give other people things. Ra doesn't give other people things. Lifeline could give other people things. Each player may draw a card, and one hero other than Lifeline may use a power. He has 2 more of those, so he could get it someday. So the annoying thing is that only Legacy or Lifeline could get this. I still want to work for Brother's Sacrifice, though, for now. I'll skip that. Let's put out the other Living Conflag and then use its power to take out the thief. Okay. And then this is going to do 1 and 1. So I hope that we're not going to be dealt much damage then. All right, move. And I can get this. And it's good for dealing with Aeon Men. So I have to play Next Evolution in order to benefit from it. Or in order to get to Hope for the Dawn. So I'm going to use motivational charge to try to heal up the team. And then let's return these cards to hand. Yay! Devastating Aurora! So you might as well take it because another hero could swap for it. Might as well do that so that there's 4 rewards in play. And we'll start with Taiaha. Actually, there's no reason to use Taiaha. Literally no reason. So we'll not use that power. We'll draw 2 instead. You don't really need Vitality Surge. Enduring Intercession is a risky play, but it could stop the environment from taking out Lifeline. I can't play Haka of Shielding and have another player draw 2 cards, because that would help with the Orchestrate the Void. Where is the next burst of damage going to be coming from? Because he's not doing damage here. Here it's going to be 1 and 1. So reducing damage by 2 would only be saving 1 of those pings. Which Lifeline might really want. Is it worth using a Haka of Shielding for? Let's say yes, because it could also help with the environment. So Punish the Weak I don't really care for. Dominion is nice. I like Punish the Weak in some settings. I don't think an OblivAeon game is a good setting for that, because I will want to be able to hit OblivAeon at some point, and he will almost always be the highest HP target. Or at least not the lowest. Alright, so reduce the next damage dealt to Lifeline by 2. River of Lava. Alright, so the only hero with equipments is Haka, who has a replacement Taiaha. So you might as well destroy it. And then we'll reduce 2 of the hits to Lifeline. Yeah! We did it! Alright. Battle Zone 2. I am so glad I got the hell out of dodge. Jeez. Yeah, so Faultless is still only taking 1 hit from each of these, but Nexus is going to be down to 4. Destroy 2 environment cards, move each Aeon man to the other battle zone. If OblivAeon is here, move OblivAeon to the other battle zone. Well, that's fine. He's not here. And we can destroy some of these terrible vats. Or we could just leave the vats there, or well, we have to leave one of them. I mean, we have to leave one of them. I'm thinking about leaving a Trisolvent vat, but the Cyclohexene vat might be better because I can control it a lot better versus the Trisolvent vat that is just going to hit for 3 at the end of the environment. Yeah, we'll just ditch this super cooled vats. Nexus is almost gone. And on phase 2, we could safely destroy him because that will just leave that open. Okay, that is unfortunate because that means that we're not going to get past phase 2. He did damage. And he's also going to wipe out Lifeline and Raw. These 2 will survive. Alright, so there goes my best laid plans. So we lost the brother sacrifice. We lost the last wager. But that's really fine. We can try again to have all the heroes here and to move on to phase 2. Countdown's at 2, so really we have to do it this next round, otherwise we're resigning to losing an environment. We could also bring out a hero with multiple targets, because this clause says if at least 4 hero targets take damage this way. So the best candidate for that would of course be the Sentinels. We could try to do something with Captain Cosmic or Unity, or even Akash 3. And we have 2 of these heroes as well. And we also have Hellion over here. And being able to dispatch with Hellion would also be ideal. I don't know. Probably the easiest choice would be Sentinels, but I don't really want Sentinels to take Hellion damage. So I probably want Sentinels to go in Ra's place. And then the other thought is between Unity and Captain Cosmic. The issue with Unity is that I could get a hand with no equipment. We just lost our only equipment because of the River of Lava. Well, also, the devastation counter is at 12, by the way. That's very unfortunate. So well, if I have the Sentinels, I could have 2 heroes in the other battle zone. Assuming the Sentinels can survive, which all they have to do is survive OblivAeon's play. Which is not trivial. I mean, OblivAeon is no longer immune to damage, right? So if we can hit OblivAeon with something that stops him from dealing damage, a target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage. That'd be nice. How many effects are there like that? Heroic Interception would do it, except we need to be able to do the self-damage here. I can't destroy Heroic Interception at will. I could bring Southwest Sentinels, or not Southwest, right? It's, or is that, wait, what? Adamant Sentinels is the green one. I could bring Adamant Sentinels and reduce OblivAeon's damage by 1. And then I could bring Captain Cosmic. I mean, that damage reduction by 1 is not going to do anything, right? So, I also don't want Southwest Sentinels because we need to be able to deal the 1-in-1, so I can't reduce damage dealt to the Sentinels by 1 with block. So, here, there, otherwhere. Let's bring Requital Captain Cosmic because that has the biggest chance of playing many cards. Those who rise up will be crushed. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. Stay there. And then let's bring Adamant Sentinels. Which I first have to choose them. I have to choose them 1 by 1. I guess I could mix and match. I'm not going to mix and match. I'm just going to stick with Adamant Sentinels. This world will be raised, not one atom will remain. Group huddle, everyone. This is bigger than we ever trained for, so watch out for each other. Stay there. Oh, and Hellion is also going to... Hellion will hit the Sentinels. Yeah. Okay, let's go to post end of turn. Let's bring Captain Cosmic to Battle Zone 1. We can be strategic here. I can bring the Adamant Sentinels. And I can move them to Battle Zone 2, and therefore they will not be dealt damage by Hellion. I could also use an incap ability. One player may destroy one of their ongoing cards. If they do, they draw 5 cards. I mean, all of these effects are crazy. Discarding 2 cards to play a card is very expensive, though. Dealing yourself 3 Infernal to use a power. I mean, there's not really much of a benefit here. Destroying an ongoing card, we have none, so that doesn't work. So it probably makes sense to just take on Hellion, because Seraph can at least allow for a card play or power use, which is nice. And just in case I play too many constructs, I want a damage reduction to Cosmic. And the top 3 cards are 2 constructs and a destructive response. So who benefits from the augmented ally? Haka already has 2 powers. Or no, he doesn't currently have 2 powers, but he'll get a second power with Taiaha. But he can't get more than 2 powers, and Atlantean Conduit already gives him 2 power uses. Legacy... Well, Legacy might benefit the most from that, actually. And then, whenever this card is dealt damage, that target regains 2 HP. Let's keep that on Legacy, because Legacy is OP. Does order matter here? No. Alright, so we want to move these back to the Battle Zone 1. At the end of your turn, each player may discard any number of cards, then shuffle any number of hero trash piles into their decks. If at least 12 cards were shuffled in the decks this way, flip this card. For the Chronoist, which allows for me and one other player to play a card, or deal 1 target 3 and 3. So, definitely worth taking on. There's no reason to do either of those things, so let's take on that objective. We have some numbers of cards in trashes between Haka and Haka and Legacy. We have 9, so we just need 3 more. Alright. Team communication, unique capabilities. Start with unique capabilities. Hippocratic Oath is actually counter to Disintegrating Bastion. But as long as we have Cosmic and Constructs, which really it's just 1 Construct since I put 2 of them on Legacy and he's going to move. She's going to move. It's not as nice as it could have been. So let's do, we could do Coligonous Form, right? Because the first of these will be reduced and the second one will go through, so that's fine. We get Dark Delusions, so now we'll do Team Communication. We get Human Shield, Sentinel Tactics, Coordinated Assault, Restorative Burst. And Human Shield might be good. Although we don't have the Durasteel chains like to accompany it, but it could help us if OblivAeon does do damage on his turn. Sentinel Tactics is great in all situations. But let's do Human Shield, even though it's going to be expensive to keep. Because otherwise, we could end up with not enough targets for disintegrating bastions, so we need to do that. And let's reduce damage dealt by OblivAeon by 1. Actually, no. Reduce damage dealt by Hellion by 1. Yeah! Take that, OblivAeon! Okay. So, is there any discards that would make sense? Because we need 3 more discards for this to proc. Is there any cards we don't really need? Obviously, Sentinels got a bajillion cards, but they might need to keep a bajillion cards for Human Shield. Legacy has good cards. Haka has an Enduring Intercession he doesn't care about. And he gets extra card draws off of Atlantean Conduit, so he might be good to discard. Cosmic. Conservation of Energy, I've not really been able to use the great effect, so maybe we can discard that. So I guess Conservation of Energy, Enduring Intercession, and Vitality Surge. I can keep the minion and try to profit off of environment discards. So Haka will discard Enduring Intercession and Vitality Surge, and Cosmic will discard Conservation of Energy, and skip the rest and shuffle the rest. Oh, we also have 2 there. Oh. 2, 9. Oh, wait. 2, 9, 11. Okay, never mind. We'll just discard Enduring Intercession. I forgot to count for the 2 cards that we got played this turn that were one-shots and went to the trash. We can do this. Alright, so now we have the Chronoist, so we could do extra card play. So I could put a Sentinel Tactics out. And I could have actually used it this turn. But I don't want to go back and get an extra card draw out of that. It doesn't... I guess we could do, what, the 3 and 3 to Hellion? Yeah, that might make more sense, actually. So we'll do this time and time again. Again. Skip, and then skip, and then damage. All right. So move the second battle zone. We do need 2 because we are going to end up replacing Nexus, because we're going to have to take out a Scion in order to remove devastation tokens. And this is also going to flip an objective in each hero play area. Oh, but the first time damage is dealt to this card each turn. No! Oh, it's gonna happen, and I can't stop it. I missed that clause. We have Blackout. But that's not going to help either. Well, wait. What's the front? Remove 4 devastation tokens. Okay, I can still rewind to Cosmic's turn. So what can I do here then? I have a Blackout. If I can get Nexus to destroy Aeon Thrall, then we flip this card, and then when this card is destroyed, he instead removes 4 devastation tokens, which will put us from 13 down to 9. So I need to be able to destroy Aeon Thrall then. So that means I'm going to have to completely change this turn. This means the Sentinels will not be in Battle Zone 1. So that is going to be unfortunate. But Legacy now has 3 hero tokens in her play area, so maybe we can keep Legacy in Battle Zone 1 then. So let's go back to play a card then. So we'll do the same setup here. Because obviously I didn't know I had that when I started this turn, but... Oh, actually... If I didn't know that when I started this turn, there's no way I would be able to reverse engineer this. Ah, that's cheating. It's so cheating. I can't do it. Can't do it. That's upsetting. I can't just be dishonest now and rewind and do that. That's not the Sentinels' way. See, the annoying thing is when an environment is removed from the game, which is where? Here? OblivAeon deals each target 20 irreducible infernal damage. I can't stop that. Sentinels will be wiped. And constructs will be wiped. Hellion will be destroyed. And I guess that might be fine because Seraph will be put down to 1 and will survive, I guess. But Sentinels absolutely can't survive that. Well, I take that. I take that back. Riot can redirect one of them. Okay. I mean, I can't undo the Sentinel's choice at this point, but I can. I can use Human Shield, which I already had out, and I could use that to save someone. So, am I still going to use Sentinel Tactics? I think actually, even though I didn't use the card play off of time and time again, if OblivAeon's going to destroy Hellion, I might as well just not hit him. So let's, once again, time and time again and again and again. Although I guess I don't need to do this part. But I'm committed. And I can draw an extra card off of this. There are steel chains. So then I could do Human Shield. Legacy with Heroic Interception could stop all the damage from happening to all the other targets first, and then take herself out. That's another way of doing it. Actually, Legacy with Heroic Interception and Mainstay with Human Shield can make everyone immune to damage, which sounds excellent until you remember that Heroic Interception stops Disintegrating Bastion. That was a great plan for a second. A Devastating Aurora can deal each villain target 3 and 3, and that would take out most of the Aeon men. We'll take out Nexus. Nexus's destruction is going to flip whatever objective is here, which would be Filter Heist, which gives the Infinity Cannon to whoever, I guess, the Legacy for then. Oh. Like, I want Heroic Interception to not be hero targets are immune, but hero targets may be immune. Can we just, like, Sharpie the word may on this card? Because I can't... I could save the heroes by sacrificing Legacy. I don't know that I want to sacrifice Legacy. I guess we could sacrifice Legacy. That's a very Legacy thing to do. And when I play Devastating Aurora, I can move it to a different hero. So not only is Legacy sacrificing herself, she's sacrificing her reward. For the greater good. Actually can... Oh yeah, this is self-damage. Yeah, I think that's my best option. I can't really think of how to otherwise... save everyone. I would like to use Devastating Aurora, I guess, in the other battle zone. No, but I can't do that and also make us immune to damage in Battle Zone 1. So you're going to be playing Devastating Aurora here, I guess, which doesn't really do much, but I guess what I'm trying to figure out right now is what do we want to do? One player other than me may play a card. Let's give Dominion to Haka so that he can draw a card off of River of Lava's Destruction. So stay here. Yeah, you're not going to get this then. Do we care about the Infinity Cannon? This is only 5 energy damage as a power. So I might as well take it, and if I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, it moves us closer to something. Ooh, there it is. OblivAeon Shard. We found it. Discard a card to use a power. You're not going to have another power. Devastating Aurora destroys River of Lava. Haka draws Haka of Shielding. This hits Hellion. That's cool. And then we can move this to a deck. Let's move this to Cosmic's deck because he will play it. And I could hit Hellion. I'm not sure if when Hellion flips and becomes Seraph, whether that's also going to be hit by OblivAeon. But I kind of want OblivAeon to just take out Hellion. And that's going to happen regardless, so I might as well not use that power. And reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. We get fewer than 3 keywords, so that didn't happen. So what happens there? Shuffle. Okay. I didn't hear a shuffle sound, so I thought it didn't happen. Okay. So the decision here is who gets OblivAeon Shard. We're not shuffling the mission deck. That's not happening. Whenever you cause another player to play a card, use a power, or draw a card, add a token. Well, Cosmic with all of his stuff could give a bunch of power uses. So Orchestrate the Void could more easily go to Cosmic, and we could give Hellion to Haka. Because you're having a very hard time orchestrating the Void. fact, why do you have Orchestrate the Void? I guess we're going to swap it with someone. So let's go ahead and trade. So which one is it? Trade? Trade. And we're not giving it to Legacy because Legacy's going down. Wait. You know what is a part of the plan I forgot is that we need a Heroic Interception out in play. So, you know, I guess I'm not going to be playing Devastating Aurora after all. Okay. That's fine. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. But that successfully flipped that. Why did that successfully flip that then? I'm confused. Hold on. Let's slow things down so I can see what's happening here. Message display forever. Because what we had done was Devastating Aurora, which does that, and then that, and then that. Let me put that on Cosmic. Did we put it on Cosmic? I don't remember where we put it, but let's say that. Then I drew a card. I drew a card. Why did I draw 2 cards? Is that because Devastating Aurora is not a legacy card, so the game got confused? Okay, that sounds like a bug to me. Hey, there's a send feedback button here. I never realized that. I could just do it right here. So look at me submitting feedback here. My caps lock's still on. It's off. What was this bug? This was Devastating Aurora and skipping power phase causes double draw. Playing Devastating Aurora. I played Devastating Aurora and chose to move that, or place that card under the top card of another hero's deck and skipped my power phase. That caused my hero to draw 2 cards due to not having played a card or used a power, which is false. If you have an email program, press the button on the right and then send the email. Well, if I hit this, it's going to open up Chrome, isn't it? That's my email program, is Chrome. 100%. 100.00%. Oh, it actually opened up a different thing. I'm just gonna do this. Bear with me, folks, while we actually be responsible for once. I guess it's just gonna send feedback and it's not gonna send a card. Well, I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm also gonna message John. There. All right. Thank you for dealing with me during my technical difficulties. Actually, it's not my technical difficulty. It's the game. Okay, so let's do what I actually have to do, which is Heroic Interception, and we'll pretend like I'm trying to save Legacy. I don't need to do that damage. We will draw that card. Blame John. Actually, it doesn't matter, going back to the Hellion thing. When it becomes Seraph, it's now a human target, or hero target, hero target, and I can make it safe with Heroic Interception, so that's fine. But certainly it's a bit cheaty, but hey, that's what was intended to happen anyway, so drawing 2 cards is not how that card works. I will stay here, and I will trade for Hellion because I want you to have Orchestrate the Void. And then you don't need to use a power or play a card. You have a power that says play a card, and you don't need to use a damage dealing power anyway. So let's have you cheat and skip. Draw 2. And then draw 1 from Atlantean Conduit. And then you could use your power to play a card. Oh, I so wish you had drawn Ground Pound. That actually would have helped tremendously. But you can't get it now. I mean, actually, if we had taken out Hellion and made it Seraph, all those times I skipped dealing damage to Seraph, I regret now because, or to Hellion, I regret now because if we could do a point of damage to Seraph, I could play Haka of Battle here and maybe have another chance at drawing the thing. I don't think there's enough damage for that, though. What did I have at the start of my turn? Nothing. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just going to skip. If I had done things a little better, maybe we could have gotten Hellion destroyed, but it wasn't going to happen. Sutaiha. And now this is all a bunch of nothing. Did it not hit Legacy? Well, oh, maybe because they gave it a -1 still. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of River of Lava because, well, not that I have to, but I don't think it's really gonna do anything. Volcanic Eruption, which doesn't matter. Scion Phase, which doesn't happen. Environment 2 is a Lab Rat, which will add a Devastation token for us. Thank you, buddy. And then 2 tokens for not having heroes here. Destroy a non-target environment card. And then OblivAeon blows up. Alright, so Dok'Thorath Capital, Megalopolis, or Nexus of the Void. Let's go with Nexus. That seems like a fun place. Alright, let's hit Hellion. Yeah, now Seraph would be hit, but Heroic Interception! Yay! Alright, Legacy is the absolute last to be hit here. Because our only chance of... I shouldn't say our only chance. It's either sacrifice Legacy or sacrifice Haka and other heroes. Well, the Sentinels mainly, but Sentinels... We could Human Shield to save one of them. We could Human Shield to save Haka, but... Yeah, this has to happen. Summon Scion brings out Progeny. That's fine, because we were going to get a Scion here anyway. Maybe not this turn, but eventually. But we should have done it because now we... Oh, he's going to destroy this. Shoot. Oh. He's a jerk. You can take it. Okay. Hit Progeny. And then we need to hit 4 other targets. I'm not sure if it will stop immediately when 4 targets are hit, but let's hit the construct that used to be on Legacy. And a construct that used to be on Legacy. Cosmic has an energy bracer, so let's just hit the energy bracer. And then Writhe can reduce some of this. Well, as for power, arguably we could have, well, not really, we couldn't have all the Sentinels take a point of damage and then use the power, so it's not really gonna do too much for me. But let's draw a card off of it. That's probably the better one. Okay, and it's still going to go off. So the order, the rest of this isn't going to matter then. All right. Phase 2. Oh, also the Sentinel's HP is glitched again. Because Medico's at like 12 over a 4. And okay, he's doing this end of turn damage thing. Okay. Well then he's gonna hit everything, so we're gonna have to utilize Energy Bracer. We could utilize Mainstay, I guess, to some capacity. I'm not going to bother. Sure, let's do point of damage and point of damage. Okay, so we still have Infinity Cannon and Devastating Aurora, so we could Devastate Aurora on Battle Zone 2. That will get rid of Nexus once and for all. It will get rid of most of the heroes here. Aeon Warrior will have to be pinged away. Or we could just leave the Lab Rat out to take care of that, because it's going to do 1 damage or 2 damage or whatever. So that is how we can deal with most of the Aeon then. It will also get rid of... Actually, no, the Lab Rat won't be because of Devastating Aurora! But Aeon Warrior and Nexus... Well, Aeon Warrior will remain, Nexus will be gone. That's going to add another Devastation token, putting us at 6. But it will flip an objective, so whatever objective we claim here will flip automatically. We could also try to maximize that benefit and move more heroes to that battle zone. Oh, you're flipping also put Aeon Men in this battle zone. Ew. Yeah, so what I need to then to do is have a point of damage to take out Aeon Thrall. So who can do a point of damage consistently? Lots of heroes. We could also get OblivAeon Shard to whoever we want. And we don't have to worry about orchestrating the Void anymore. Actually, no, we can't get... Whoever is this hero cannot take OblivAeon Shard, or Shattering Blow, but Sentinels can. So Sentinels are going to be OblivAeon-y this game. So who do we want to replace Legacy then? Someone who doesn't need setup because your play phase is gone. Base Tempest can do 1 point of damage, like, easily. Parse is an amazing hero. Don't think I've used Parse in an OblivAeon game yet. Fanatic? Base Fanatic with OblivAeon Shard would be amazing, but that can't happen. Stuntman does his own stunts. Let's bring Stuntman. Let's bring base Stuntman so that we have 1 damage. Like, he could play a card that could do damage, but let's bring base Stuntman to be safe. Your skills amount to nothing. Your life, your world will be erased. If this is to be my final performance, it will be the most epic conclusion. Alright, move there. Doesn't really matter where you go, though. Might be better for you. Actually, no, we want to move you, so... Yeah, okay. You're not swapping, you're not shuffling. Your incapability... So what does Stuntman have? Hidden Mind. Well, obviously he can't play these, but he has things. Actually, he could play something if he discards 2 to play. Hidden Mind. I like Hidden Mind. I kind of like having damage reduction. Hidden Mind is a bit dangerous, but it also does great AoE. So let's use an Incap. Let's have Stuntman. I mean, actually, either of these heroes could. Let's go for safety. Let's go with Stylish Armor as my play. Hey, look at that! I caused another hero to play a card! I could discard 2 to play a card. We have no more constructs in play. We also don't have safety for Cosmic. So I don't want to get a construct out and then play 3 constructs off of this and be dealt 7 damage. And I also have my own play phase to consider. So I think I'm going to skip this part. I'm going to... I don't need to Dynamic Siphon... Actually, no. Dynamic Siphon on Stuntman is like exactly what you want, right? Like in any situation. Requital gives me 2 constructs and something that destroys a construct. So... let's do Cosmic Weapon. Let's give that to Cosmic so that he could do something else other than base power. Vitality Conduit on Cosmic, and let's destroy, well, Cosmic Weapon. Now I can deal 5 damage to something. So we already have Aeon Warrior, or this is 1 damage for destroying a construct. Okay, actually, okay, this will be the 1 point of damage that Aeon Warrior needed. So there we go. And then I can do 1 damage to Faultless. And then I don't want to hit Nexus because that's going to make for tokens. This could go to Dynamic Siphon or Vitality Conduit. Let's do Dynamic Siphon. And then I can use my base power for 3 irreducible damage. Ooh, Nemesis. Nice. That's nice. And I can do 5 damage here. We can almost take out Faultless. Let's move Sentinels and take the OblivAeon Shard. And, alright, now with Durasteel Chains, I actually want to try to keep this if I can. So let's discard good hero, bad hero, and a restorative burst. Let's to get Durasteel Chains. Let's hit something. Reduce damage dealt by Faultless. And then I can use another power. Yeah, let's really well on Faultless. Ooh, Durasteel Chains. Make sure that it's odd so that it's not reduced by 1. Not gonna hit OblivAeon. OblivAeon's not in this battle zone. I'm trying to get 3 heroes in battle zone 2 so that we can maximize our profits off of destroying Nexus. Alright, Chronoist allows for another card play. Good. Coordinated Assault is going to do 4 + 1 + 1, which is going to be -1, unfortunately. Whose nemesis are these? Expatriate, Setback, Fixer, and OblivAeon. Let's see. So Devastating Aurora is going to do 3 and 3. And that is odd, so it's going to do 6 total. And your base power will do 1. So Faultless will be down to 5. So I just need to do 5. So Coordinated Assault would do that. Oh, but it's irreducible because we used Haymaker. Hey! Or I could just have done it off of Chronoist. Right. Well. I'll just have Chronoist do it because I don't really have another power or another card I want to play. Actually, Chronoist with OblivAeon Shard is also really good, so that's good. Stay there. Regain Devastating Aurora. Play Devastating Aurora. And then... let's hit Nexus. Yeah! Orchestrate the Void and Shattering Blow have flipped! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Okay. Does the rest of this matter? Well, not really. But we have destroyed all targets in this battle zone. And now we have Heroic Faultless with no Scion over here. So at the start of this villain turn, each non-villain target regains 2 HP. At the end of this villain turn, each hero may use a power. Well, there's nothing going on here, which is actually boring, but that's fine. Alright, who wants this card then? We want Stuntman to draw more Stuntman cards. Let's put this under Cosmic. That was my plan from the beginning, was to get more cards under Cosmic. I have nothing to hit with this, so I'm going to skip that. Go immediately to the start of Stuntman's next turn. Oh. All right, we need you to stay in Battle Zone 1 now. So you're going to stay there. And you have to take damage, otherwise we get 4 Devastation tokens. At the end of your turn, each player may reveal the top card of their deck. They may discard or play that card, or draw that card rather. If 4 cards are discarded this way, flip this card. I mean, I know what card this is, and it's a Redonkulous card. You might as well take it, and someone can trade for it, probably. Obviously, Sentinels would love to have it. It's going to be tricky for the Sentinels to actually get it, though. But yeah, take on this objective. Alright, so Progeny right now deals damage based on the number of tokens on his card, and then there's Aeon Men there. We don't have a Rampage, but we do have an Atlantean Conduit that could do another power or a card play. What does OblivAeon do? Each target. Yeah, so he's going to hit the Aeon Locust and Aeon Warrior. So unless I'm going to take them out, I don't want to hit them. Because he's going to do 4 damage to them right now. OblivAeon ain't the only one going to be hitting the Hawkster. That's not going to happen, right? What do I want to do here? I'm going to draw a card off of Atlantean Conduit. I can do 3 and 3 off of this. So Elbow Smash can take out Aeon Locust. Elbow Smash and Haka of Battle on Haka and discard 4 cards would allow Taiaha to take out Aeon Warrior and Aeon Locust. You also have Seraph, by the way. 2 Irreducible Radiant. That's something to consider. We can certainly do 2 of those at least. The 3rd one could go on himself if needed. So that could bring Locust down to 4, Aeon Warrior down to 5. I don't really like that 4 though. Like, Elbow Smash and Taiaha is perfect for Aeon Locust. So what about Aeon Warrior? Taiaha puts it down to 4 by itself. Seraph puts it down to 2. And then it'd be a Haka of Battle for 2. Which is better than 4, because I don't have to discard as many cards. I could then do the 3rd hit on Seraph himself, so that he plays a Haka of Shielding. Team Orchid. So let's start with Elbow Smash in case we get a better idea. Instead of Haka of Battle, we'll hit the Aeon Locust. We need to save the Taiaha. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna have to play Haka of Battle now. Well. Haka of Battle, Vitality Surge, and Taumoko. I want Taumoko. Discard Punish the Weak. Discard Haka of Shielding. I could also select Seraph for this. Oh boy. Doesn't matter if it's Seraph or Haka, but we'll give it to Haka. Get a Dominion. Get a Haka of Shielding. Use Taiaha. Hit Aeon Warrior. Yes, I could hit OblivAeon as well. I do see that. Trying to avoid Aeon Men shenanigans. Hit Aeon Warrior. Hit OblivAeon. Gotta progress the main villain. Hit Seraph so that Haka can play Taumoko. There we go. Reveal top card of Haka. Savage Mana. Might as well draw it. No reason to discard it. Reclusive Keeper, which does things. And then Progeny deals the hero character with the lowest HP 3 Infernal. And they have to discard a card. I don't care about Savage Mana still. Oh, hey. That's cool. I could also human shield it. Nah, that's fine. Actually, I want it to hit the dynamic, the thing first. I want it to hit the Vitality Conduit first. Because hit points, and then Stuntman could one-shot it. Which doesn't do much. Okay. Hit points, 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 hit points. And does this... Ooh. Ooh. Medico... Each of the Sentinels may use a power? Well, that's fun. None of these are that useful for what we want. We don't have alternate powers out. The only other one I could really consider is Writhe. Shroud. Okay, cool, fantastic. Thank you for the powers. Maybe next turn we'll be able to use them. Temporal Fractures. Oh, good. Countdown. The target with the lowest HP deals each non-villain target other than itself 2 energy damage. Then, if any hero character cards were dealt damage this way... Grr. This doesn't matter. This is energy. Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought that was the target that was dealing damage, not who's Haka hitting. Okay, well, that changes things. We're still in his battle zone, by the way. All right. So we will be able to do another round with Faultless. Faultless is not in the right battle zone. No, we kind of want Faultless to be in the battle zone with OblivAeon. But... we could, like, seriously wail on Sanction. But because OblivAeon moved the countdown by 1, I'm very worried about, you know, the countdown. So... kind of have to do things. So our plan was what? We have formed the Mechanite. We want that on the Sentinels at some point. And we really can't do that right now, but we could try to set it up for next round. But to do that, we're going to need the heroes to be in the same battle zone 2 turns from now. Because I still want to avoid devastation tokens. So we're going to need to have 1 hero in either battle zone. But we could game it and have, like... So like, the Sentinels will claim this objective or whatever the next objective is. And they'll have it. And then they can swap or trade it, rather. They can trade it on their following turn. And when they do that, we want to make sure that we have 4 heroes in 1 battle zone. So, for that to occur, we're going to need Stuntman and Haka to be in the same battle zone. Well, really, we need Stuntman to be in 1 battle zone, and then the following heroes to follow him until we get to Sentinels, and then we can trade with Stuntman, or whoever has it, Haka. And then we'll all be in the same battle zone. We can all discard a card, and then 4 cards will have been discarded this way, and we can draw a card. And that's fantastic. So really the decision is where should Stuntman go, and then the following heroes have to follow suit. So if whatever I decide with these first 2 heroes, if Stuntman ends up in that battle zone, we're going to have to move Stuntman. Actually, no, Stuntman can't be in the same battle zone as these 2. This is the long and short of it. So if we want Stuntman, like if we want, well, even if we get the power, we can't use it right away, right? It's just a power. Yeah, it's a power. And Sentinels don't have a means of using powers other than, hey, Sentinel Tactics, by the way. We could also put dynamic siphons on the Sentinels, which, well, it's currently on the wrong hero. Okay, what can we do for that then? Well, okay, so that's one thing, is we're going to need, wherever Cosmic and Sentinels go, Stuntman has to go into a battle zone that's either opposite, if they're in the same. Words. The other things to consider: the first time a non-environment target enters play each turn, this card deals that target 2 melee damage and reduce damage dealt by that target by 2 until the start of the environment turn. So Reclusive Keeper is going to perpetually weaken whatever we put out. I mean, we could do Vitality Conduit and have it immediately regain hit points on someone, which is actually fine because Virtuosos of the Void is going to proc immediately, or not immediately, but at the end of the turn. It might make sense to keep Cosmic here, but OblivAeon's in Battle Zone 1. We're probably going to want. Also, the hit points on the Sentinels is bothering me. I'm going to go to the main menu for a second, and then I'm going to continue the game. And that should fix that visual bug. Okay, that looks a lot better. Well, if Dynamic Siphon gets destroyed, and I have Sustained Influence, I can put that construct back in play. I can put that on the Sentinels. And then with Dynamic Siphon on the Sentinels, we can ping it once per turn, maybe. And then we could have super mega amounts of Mechanite spam on OblivAeon. So we're going to want Stuntman to be in Battle Zone 1. And then Haka will remain in Battle Zone 1, and then the following heroes will follow. We probably want to give Haka a heal off of Virtuosos of the Void. So let's send Cosmic to Battle Zone 1. Do you want to use your incap? Nah. If there are more hero targets than non-hero targets in this battle zone, flip this card, and that gives us Cursor. Which might actually screw us up, because that might stop us from hitting Dynamic Siphon. But where do we stand right now? First battle zone, 5 hero targets, 3 non-hero targets. Well, we'll claim it immediately, so sure, whatever, we'll just take it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Actually, it's this play area, so actually, no, Dynamic Siphon would not be affected. But I can do Vitality Conduit on Haka, which will heal Haka. And do you feel gutsy? I feel gutsy. Construct, one shot, and Devastating Aurora! Right, we did that intentionally. Alright. Let's do Devastating Aurora first because Autonomous Blade needs to be able to deal damage. It's a +1 to the rewards that do damage. Right, increase damage dealt by non-character hero cards by 1. Right, okay. Wait. Increase damage dealt by non-character card hero targets by 1. Hey, that's constructs! Okay. Oh, that's constructs! Oh, shoot! Oh, that's fine. Yeah, and then do that. That's 3 and 3. That's actually damage to OblivAeon. That's really good. We could put it on Cosmic again. We could just do this game where every single round I play Devastating Aurora. This is great. And then Autonomous Blade. First time that target deals damage. This card deals damage. Who's the most likely to do out of turn damage? I don't know. Haka. And then destroy a construct. Let's destroy Autonomous Blade. And let's hit OblivAeon. I think we already hit Progeny this turn, so we might as well hit him. And let's hit the Vitality Conduit. That's going to be healed by Virtuosos anyway, and then we can do 5 to OblivAeon. All right, we're making progress. On Flag Animation, I like that card a lot. Oh, and I'm drawing Devastating Aurora anyway. Oh well, that's fine. And we drew the thing, Ground Pound, which is not really good because that's going to add Devastation tokens. One player may play a card. Hey, I could play Devastating Aurora. I could do it again and actually and then I could put it where I want it again. Time and time again. Yeah. I think that's the best plan. Then, one hero target deals one target 2 energy damage. Well, we had, never mind, so it's not happening. Do we have Cursor yet? We do not have Cursor yet. Then each hero target regains 2. There's no reason for a particular one to do it other than whoever got hit by the environment card. Let's give it to Setback. Hit OblivAeon with it. Virtuosos on Cosmic is really good. Alright, so if we move you to Battle Zone 1, then Stuntman has to stay in Battle Zone 2. And then Haka goes to Battle Zone 2, and then Cosmic goes to Battle Zone 2, and then Sentinels goes to Battle Zone 2. We actually want you to be in Battle Zone 2 then, so that we can get everyone in the Battle Zone with OblivAeon when the Sentinels do their shtick. So we're going to keep you there. At the end of your turn, if there are more hero targets in this battle zone than non-hero targets in the other battle zone, you may play a top card of both environment decks. If you do, flip this card to get El Mejor Legado. Increase damage dealt by hero targets in this play area by 1. Okay. What about Setback? What did I miss about Setback? Did I say Setback somewhere accidentally? I said Setback. Did I say it would set us back? Maybe when I was saying like we need to have everyone in the same battle zone as OblivAeon, so I have to keep someone in a certain battle zone. So where's this number at? We're in Battle Zone 2, 8 hero targets and 2 non-hero targets. Well, we're gonna get this as well. Might as well take it. El Mejor Legado for extra damage dealing. Yeah, let's keep that on you. You have team communication, so you can keep it. Cosmic Setback. That's not what I wanted to say. I think Telekinetic Wallop is less exciting than the other choices. And Restorative Burst does provide a hit point, but so does Positive Energy, so let's discard that one. I don't need OblivAeon Shard just yet. Unless I expect to take out this guy who's hiding behind it, Sanction. But we only have a +3 off of that, so that's a +3 off of each instance. Which this would be 6 and 6, which is 12. And then you could do like various amounts of damage yourself, plus whatever your play is. Which this would be 5 and 6. But that's not going to be enough. So I think we'll save that. I mean, I guess Faultless is also going to allow for a power, which is going to allow for a power because Sentinels. But then Sanction is going to deal the hero with the lowest 3 energy. And regain 3. Oh, but right, this one said each hero has a power, so that did actually allow for all of these to proc. Which still doesn't matter, actually. I want the Sentinels to smash OblivAeon, but I have to do it this way for now. Let's be gutsy. I feel confident that we could maybe do enough damage. So let's discard Telekinetic Wallop, and I could actually hit Writhe with a second hit and redirect that. It is going to be -2, but it's +3, so it's still a lot. Let's actually now go back again, not to pre-start, whatever. Stay there, take on the objective. Unless this incap would be really good. 10 irreducible fire. Yeah, let's do that one. I mean, it is good, but no, I want. Do I want? What is this again? El Mejor Legado. Oh yeah, that's also gonna get the +3. So discard 2 for this. Restorative Burst. I'm actually gonna discard. Well, yeah, Positive Energy. I have to discard a third one. Ugh. Positive Energy. I'm trying to save the ones that do multiple instances, because I'm trying to do multiple instances. Okay, we have another unique capabilities. That's good. So I can do that. I can do that. There we go. This is going to be ridiculous with a plus bajillion. It is also going to mean that Medico can't deal damage, but that's fine. That could be a great finisher. So I could do, what, this is 3 + 3 is 6. This could do 6 to sanction, and then 4 to sanction if I hit Writhe with it. So that's going to do 10 to sanction. This is going to do 5 and 6, which is 11 to sanction, so that's a bit better. This will do 4 + 1 is 5, + 3 is 8, + 1 if mainstay is 9, so that's not as good. 2 + 3 is 5. And if Writhe deals damage, that's 2, so that's 7. So the most we can get is off of Dark Delusions. And then use all the damage dealing powers. There's the last signature. I can play a card, or Chronoist can deal 12. And none of my cards did 12. So we'll skip that. Oh, Stuntman could actually do stuff, but can Stuntman do stuff? I mean, he also has his own play. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be better than the 12. I mean, he could have done a damage off of Sanction that he would not have been able to do after changing battle zones. Increase all HP recovery by 1. Destroy all VAC cards. Hey. Stuntman can do something. There we go. And then Sanction is hit by this. We already used... No, we didn't use this yet. Oh, Caliganus form. Could not calculate preview, but it doesn't matter. It's still a point of damage. Wow, that was actually really fortunate. I think I'm fine with the others just taking their damage. Although this is 6. Ouch. This is 6. We will survive. That's the important part. Alright, we will definitely have Sanction taken care of before they do something terrible. Okay, let's now heal people. Heroes are more important than rewards or constructs. You're gonna move so you can face OblivAeon. Each player may discard any number of cards. Whenever an equipment card is discarded, add 1 token to this card, and there are 5 tokens on this card. Flip this card. Your other reward is the Infinity Cannon, which does more damage than your base power. That's for sure. Unless there's more than 2 damage reduction on the target. You do have no equipment cards. Nor will Cosmic ever have equipment cards, and Haka has little equipment cards, but doesn't have any. This gets us the Hairdryer, which is a better power than the hand cannon, or whatever, the Infinity Cannon. But it will allow us to get past that. We have an incap ability, power draw, increased damage dealt by heroes by 1. That's like Galvanize. I kind of want that +1. Does Haka have a thing? He has formed the Mechanite. He's going to trade with Sentinels. Oh. Oh, no. That's fine. Sentinels are going to trade with Haka. Never mind. So you're not going to do anything here other than you don't have an incap either. So you can't actually do anything. You could trade with Stuntman, I guess. Or Haka. No, or not Haka. Captain Setback. Cosmic Setback, rather. If I'm going to typo, I might as well typo correctly. Let's regain our reward. Because that's card draw. Okay. You're going to stay with Stuntman. You're not going to swap. Is there an objective we especially want right now? Hermetic is good, but it's currently a distraction. Apex of Humanity I like. Enraged Terrorbird gives us Arataki Wakarawariwa. I can never pronounce that correctly. I did not pronounce it correctly that time either. I don't know. Are these things good? I don't know. I think we got the ones we really want, right? I mean, Chekhov's Hairdryer is fine. This card is dull. Lucky Break. Okay, random cards are great. Bloodstone is great. I like Primordial Boon, but I know that John doesn't because it's a long journey to get to that card. Oh. You're not swapping, no. Do you want to shuffle? Nah. Okay, Battle Zone 1, we're with OblivAeon, we don't want Ground Pound. We might want Enduring Intercession to save the Sentinels, though. Or no, Sentinels aren't here. Okay, never mind. Haka shielding, because Haka. And I can discard Enduring Intercession and reduction by 2. I mean, there will be a target dealt damage this way, right? So I don't need to do the minus... Or I could get the -4, so let's discard the other Enduring Intercession then. Great. Now I can hit 2 things. Okay, John has gotten my message. And it's all good now. Great. Play a card. If that card has Haka in the title, select a target to benefit. Right, this is the Atlantean Conduit thing. I don't really want to rampage. That would be a waste of action, I guess. I might as well play a card. So what? HP, increase all HP recovery by 1. Select the 3 targets with lowest HP. Increase damage dealt by those targets by 2. Well, if we're getting an increase in recovery, let's do a Vitality Surge. Because why not? And let's hit things. This is getting boosted by Cursor, so I really don't necessarily want to hit Cursor, but also Seraph. I mean, I don't have another power. I could play another Vitality Surge, but you're going to be dealt 4 damage, so... Okay. And we can draw 3 cards. Draw it. And then draw it. And then draw it. Destroy all other biomes, reduce damage, and every target regains 2 HP. Okay. That's fine, actually. I mean, it is the battle zone with OblivAeon, so having a -1 there isn't too nice, but... Okay, Progeny did the thing. If no damage was dealt this way, damage is dealt this way. Dynamic Siphon is destroyed. We can not hit things because of Eternal Timber. And Cursor. Chemical Explosion number 2. Ow, actually that's really bad. I'm going to have to keep someone alive. Did I discard all the ones that said recover 1? Yes. Why? I don't know. It made sense at the time, I swear. So Mainstay's gonna be taking 5. Wraith can redirect. Might as well redirect that. That's going to take out Sanction. Or not. Just kidding. Chronoist is gone. Chronoist might as well just go. I'm not sacrificing Mainstay for Chronoist. I can either lose one of these. Well, okay, Faultless will take his. Mejor Legado can take his. Mainstay could take it, and then both of these will be gone. Or Mainstay redirects both of these and Mainstay is gone, but the other ones are safe. I'm I'm not really happy about losing Mainstay, but I'm also not happy about losing 2 Sentinels. So we're going to Human Shield it. And try to figure out how to get Mainstay back when I lost all my recover hero cards. Alright, Faultless goes first, and Faultless should let us destroy Sanction. No. It brings OblivAeon here. Perfect! Exactly what I wanted. Also brings a Scion. Yes, this is the worst outcome. Okay, well, something like this was going to happen. I don't think order matters. Okay. Yeah, that's especially bad because now OblivAeon's gonna not do what we want him to do. But you can use your power, Wraith. Which won't destroy Sanction now because the heroes that dealt damage were taken out. Alright. I'm sad. I kind of want to keep Aura of Vision, even though it's a lame signature. We want the one that allows for HP recovery to keep Wraith alive. I mean, like, Wraith might be able to just stay alive by virtue of the fact that that he has the OblivAeon, or not the OblivAeon, Coligonous form. Coligonous form is OP. Isn't Idealist out anyway? I meant Wraith. But Telekinetic Wallop says one of your heroes deals damage, so it can still be used by Wraith to deal damage. This one is just HP recovery with no damage dealing. This says one of your heroes deals damage. This says Wraith deals damage. Idealist might also deal damage. This is one of your hero targets deals damage. Yeah, Aura Vision isn't doing anything. Okay, I see what you're saying. Aura Vision isn't doing anything, but maybe we'll get a second chance and I can bring Idealist back. Although, yeah, that's a long ways away. All right, let's get rid of Aura Vision. We're kind of need a reshuffle anyway if we want any chance of Sentinels doing things. All right, OblivAeon Moot. All right, that's actually a bit better. Okay. I didn't want Wraith to be dealt this damage. Okay. This is slightly better. A modicum better. We're in the battle zone with -1. So this is already going to be 1 and 1 at base. Cursor's reducing the first damage to any hero target in this area by 4. I mean, it's kind of a waste though, but and each hero target is going to regain 2, so most of this is fine anyway. So let's try to proc more HP recovery then. Well, that doesn't matter anyway. That was always going to happen. I mean, most of these are going to be hit a second time, so by the 4. I guess it doesn't really matter. So Vitality Conduit, for instance, is going to be taken out because this is going to do only 1 damage if this were to go off. So let's save Cursor. Because I don't know. All right, then the 4 hit goes, and yeah, so the Vitality Conduits are gone, and I can do a reaction damage, but it's not going to get through anything, so let's just choose for me. Oh, that was Haka shielding there. Interesting. Okay, stay there. We do have a number of cards. Each player could discard 2 cards to play a card, I guess. What would make sense for that then? Like, I could try to... I mean, we don't have equipment cards, right? So this is still kind of dumb. But, I mean, like, we could get past this and get other rewards. So let's just take on the objectives to get something going. War-Torn Landscape is next. Ugh. That one's hard to get set up. But it does allow for a power. But... yeah, so, alright, so, yeah, you have constructs in your trash you want to get out. And actually, you know what? I know it's kind of cheaty. Let's pretend that I don't know what the next one is. Let's go ahead and get this out of turn. Let's use the incap to have a player discard 2 cards. Because you could get Unflagging Animation out now. And then you can move a construct from your trash into play. How about that? How many constructs do you have right now? There are no constructs in play. Okay, so you can deal with it. Let's get rid of the conservation of energies. Still don't really feel like there's a good reason to do that. So if we're doing this now, is there something that makes sense? Increase damage dealt 2 and by Stuntman by 1. You can certainly deal with that. Let's get rid of a, I was going to say stylish armor, but we kind of want to keep equipment cards for this, if possible. So let's... I want to save Violent Escalation because that's good damage dealing. This is good damage dealing. I want to keep that one. And Medias Res is amazing. Kotek Hooch is good. I guess Lambascade, and then 5 good cards. I guess I'm just not going to go for that reward at this point. It's not worth it. All right, Haka, what do you have? What can you do? You have Taiaha, you have Tamoko. I guess we're just not going to get the equipment at this point. That's fine. We'll just shuffle it whenever we have an opportunity. We still have extra HP recovery. We can't really hit Progeny. Rampage is a bit of a waste. Dominion, because you're gonna draw 2 cards now with Eternal Timber, and now I can put one of these things in play. So what do we want to do there? I guess eventually we're gonna put Energy Bracers on Writhe. Probably. You don't have another, or I guess you will have that power eventually. You'll have an excuse to use a power. Crest. I guess this is energy damage. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That will keep the constructs alive. Okay. I guess that's fine. Thank you. Hate 13. All right, we'll keep that in play. Sustained Influence. I've wanted that for a while. We'll put the top 3 cards in my deck into play. Oh, look, one of them is a Devastating Aurora. And then we'll put this on Captain Cosmic. All right, Harsh Offense, reveal the top 3 cards, discard all cards. Ah, well, there goes... Actually, you know, I could have done this in a better order if I had thought about it. Okay, so I don't want to lose my Devastating Aurora. I'm the only person who actually got the name pronounced properly on the first try. Unfortunately for you, I like 13. At the start of that hero's turn, their player may discard a card. If they do, they may use a power immediately. Let's give that to Stuntman. Because powers. Alright, and now we can put Devastating Aurora on top of my deck. Or under the top card of my deck. And now it's not going to be lost. And now it's going to be drawn. And then Cosmic can play Devastating Aurora again. They're just predicting that Dragon's Quest 13 is gonna be dumb. Okay. So damage dealt by non-hero character cards, or hero non-character cards, rather. That order of words is increased by 1. But Stuntman also has a Nemesis bonus, but that doesn't help anyone, right? Let's have Cosmic Crest deal damage. Yeah! Okay, so you have to move the Battle Zone 1. You're not taking on the objective. You're not shuffling the mission deck. Or, I mean, we could. Yeah, you'll just shuffle it, I think. Citizen Storm is now there. We're gonna... Oh. Mainstay's gone. No need for Human Shield. Discard a card for OblivAeon Shard. Yes. I guess a Telekinetic Wallop. So now there's a +4 here. And Caligula's form is still in place, so we can Telekinetic Wallop and hit OblivAeon twice with it. And I can use a power. Oh, you know what I needed to do? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I needed to trade, but I can't trade. Damn it. Shoot. I was trying to set this up, and I totally forgot that we need a reward to trade with. Because I was trying to get Form the Mechanite in this play area, but I forgot that you need an objective here to trade with. So you need an objective, so you're not shuffling. You're just going to take that objective then. I keep doing different things with this, and it's annoying me. Okay, so... Okay, well, in that case, you're going to stay in this battle zone because you can deal with Sanction and Empyrean a little more efficiently, I'd say. So you'll stay there. I mean, like, I do want you to damage... I guess you could just damage OblivAeon, right? But then OblivAeon's... Oh, but we have Caligula's form. Okay, fine. We'll move you to Battle Zone 1 regardless. We'll take on the objective because I have to have something to trade with Haka for. I don't need Human Shield. I will discard for this. So I'm basically doing the same things, except now I'm taking an objective instead of shuffling. But I can do these things. Okay. That's still a lot of damage. And we're not doing this at all. Okay, now we have two. I have to move to the second battle zone because there are too many Scions here. But that's fine. We'll just deal with it. Yeah, take on the objective, whatever. No. Use a power immediately. You do have multiple powers. However, these cards I liked. Ugh. Let's go ahead and use the draw card and deal damage one. This is doing 7. Okay, this will take out Sanction. Each player may move up to 2 cards from their trash to their hand and then remove this card from the game. Okay, that's fine. Only Stuntman will benefit from this. But it's something. Yeah, let's take that. Let's take that. All right. Now what? Can we deal with Empyrean? It deals each target 1 energy. That would take out Faultless. Let's not hit Faultless then. Or let's not hit Empyrean, because... we kind of want to benefit from it, don't we? So let's do something that won't do that. We can do No Time to Bleed, and then there's a retaliation. We can also do Hidden Mine, and then there's a retaliation. Arguably a bit better. I mean, it's also possible the environment will just take out Faultless. But this says whenever he has dealt damage. So Stuntman could hit Empyrean, Empyrean hits Stuntman, Stuntman hits Empyrean. That'd be amusing. Let's do that. Skip that. Ooh, damage reduction. And chemical explosion, okay. Well, you tried. Alright, bye, Faultless. I tried to keep you alive. Alright, so I don't really need you in the second battle zone, but I still want to be able to do the thing with the stuff someday. So you're not swapping. Blowzorn Exhibition. We're kind of past the point where that would have been useful. Let's shuffle that. We now have the Red Menace. We saw that earlier. Okay, I could Rampage, I guess. That's going to hit Seraph and Haka and Stuntman. I do kind of want to hit Empyrean so that Stuntman can retaliate. You drop the focus on the Mecha Knight because it's causing more trouble than it's worth. Well, yeah. You know, I'm kind of buried deep in this plan right now. And you know what they say, you know, the sunk cost fallacy. I put 2 rounds into this. I have to commit because I went this far. And it's only... slightly terrible. Alright, Stuntman. And then this. So what happens with Empyrean if I do this? If this card will be destroyed, flip it. Oh. There's a part 2. Damn it! Damn it! Oh well. I'm committed. I'm committed to all my terrible plans right now. Another Talmoko, another Haka of Battle. You, however, by yourself, you don't really do anything right now. We can discard a card to avoid damage. That's it. So... I don't need to ground pound per se. I could play my 3rd and last Dominion. Ha! And we can draw more cards. Reveal the top 3 cards of the environment deck. Put tokens on this card. Move OblivAeon to this battle zone. It was already here. We now have Dark Mind. Whenever hero ongoing card is revealed or destroyed, put it under this card. At the end of this villain turn, reveal the top 3 cards of one hero deck. Discard any non-ongoing revealed card. This card deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 psychic damage for each card discarded this way. Ew! That sound deals each hero target 1 projectile and 1 fire. Once again, Caligula's form. It bypasses Caligula's form. Cursor can reduce one of these. There's a great flaw in my plan right now in that OblivAeon can't hit any of these heroes. Damn it! It's okay, I'm doing this to build up devastation tokens. Okay, well that's gone anyway. Okay. Yeah, Dark Mind, go away. I don't think I've played with Dark Mind in a while. So whenever after this card deals or is dealt, put a token. At the end of this turn, this card deals the non-environment target with the second highest X fire damage, or X is the number of tokens on this card. Well, that it will almost always be a Scion. But I'm not gonna bank on that. You know what? OblivAeon needs to deal damage to something. Actually, I guess it was gonna hit Cursor, right? No damage is dealt to heroes. Never mind. Let's just lose Cosmic Crest. Because I screwed up. I've been screwing up a lot. Top 3 cards of my deck. Well, one of them is a devastating Aurora. How many other cards are there that are ongoing? 2. But the other option is Sentinels, and if Sentinels take damage, Writhe is gone. But that might be better at this point, although... I'm just gonna do Cosmic. This is terrible. Destroy environment cards. Cool. And then someone has to discard a card. Haka has a bajillion cards. Talmoko. Oh good, more Scions. And it's Voss. I feel like this is turning into the if anything can go wrong, it is going wrong thing. How many cards have we gotten that said play a Scion? Okay. Well, Caligula's form. Yay! Cursor, we need Cosmic to be actually hit by this. Yes, hit Dark Mind for 5. And then hit Progeny for 1, and then hit Voss for 2. And then, yeah, we need Cursor to actually be hit by this. So let's reduce the 1 to Virtuosos, because Virtuosos is good, and then Cosmic will be hit by this. Alright, we have successfully damaged a hero target, so we can actually... Hey, we can move you to the bottom of its deck, sure. Whatever. I did something, I guess. And I guess I should have ordered that better so that I don't care anymore. This is just terrible. All right, I'm committed. Whatever. Put something into play. I'm so tired of all the damage that's happening right now. Yeah, Cosmic's hurting. Even though he's hurting, I'm not destroying and flagging animation, because that's just who I am. Alright, no more Devastating Aurora funness. Construct Cataclysm will destroy all constructs. There is one in play right now. We have an Augmented Ally and an Autonomous Blade. But no Dynamic Siphons. Well, I can deal one target, 3 energy. That's probably still better. I can Destructive Response. You're gonna hit everything. Cursor. Yeah, I just want to avoid the damage to Cosmic more than anything. I kind of like that part, though. That was amusing. Cursor hit Red Menace hit... Or, not Cursor. Empyrean hit Red Menace hit Empyrean. And now I can hit Red Menace with this. That's sick. I don't need to do that part. I do want the Energy Bracer back, though. Because survivability is important. Just kidding. It's gone. God damn it. Ah. Because it's destroying all constructs. There might be something to say about it. Let's just do this one. There might be something to say about being able to do more damage off of it, but I don't really care anymore. I'm sorry. I should care more, but there are so many things to track at this point. Single player OblivAeon is so hard. There's so many things that I keep forgetting about. That's why it feels sloppy. Okay, and then I don't want to do that one. I will deal one target 3 energy. And I could flip Empyrean. Let's just wail on Red Menace. Augmented Ally and Autonomous Blade. I want Haka to get mare. What happened to all your mares? Oh, you probably have one now. You have 2 now. What am I talking about? You have your mare. I want you to be able to play mare and use mare. I mean, you already have a bajillion powers. Does Stuntman have more than 1 power? He does. Can he deal damage to Empyrean? Probably not. Energy damage, not really good against Empyrean, but, you know, this card deals 1 target, 2 energy. Give it to Haka. So I can't use Devastating Aurora. Only thing I can hit is Empyrean. We can do Ground Pound to stop Empyrean from doing things, I guess. Let's have Haka play Mare so he can play something on his turn. Then 1 hero target deals 1 target 2 energy. So let's just do that to get it over with. Nemesis damage. Oh right, Red Menace. Well, yeah, actually we'll just hit Red Menace. War Torn Landscape has been accomplished, so we have another power. Or can use another power, not another power, but at the end of my turn, I'm gonna use another power. Not that I have one, but I can. And the ordering of operations, I guess, wasn't good because, oh. Stuntman. Okay, I thought that was, okay. Move. Trade. Haka. There. It took me way too long, and the game's already screwed now, but hey. Okay, and how many devastations? 3? I'm not going to be able to hit OblivAeon with this, so I'm just going to skip it. Melee and an Infernal. Oh, first we'll do this. Okay, we can revive someone. We're going to do that. Revive Medico, probably. Is this one Medico? It is. I could probably tell by the art. Okay, and then heal. Okay. And now everyone's in the same battle zone, so we're all going to discard these cards. Mecha Knight! Yeah! Keep cursor alive. Cursor allows for damage reduction. Alright, now Battle Zone 1 has 3 Scions. Oh boy. Oh boy. We probably could just... Alright, here's the game plan. Let's now play dice with the devil. Let's add 3 devastation tokens by not having any heroes in Battle Zone 1. And let's add 4 devastation tokens by not having any damage dealt in Battle Zone 1. So it'll be at 10 devastation tokens, which is fine. Assuming that whatever. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine because we'll have a plus 10 to damage and it'll be fine. This is terrible. What is this one? All right. The rock spot. Yeah, take it. But first, stay there. Take it. Don't destroy that. Discard a card to use a power. Do you need to? You have another power off of Cold War. And that's energy, so that's bad. That's projectile, so that's bad. A lot of your damage is melee and projectile, so all of this is bad. I'm not going to discard. Lance Flammies can do something, but that's in equipment and not a one-shot. We do training montage. If he takes damage this way, draw 2 more cards. You have what? +1, -1? +1, +1, -1? Okay, no. I tried. Moving target. Well. Not really gonna do much at this point. What goes first? I need to use a power during my turn, other than the first time. So I can use my base power to take out Empyrean, and then I can do cold damage off of Cold War. If 3 cards enter the trash this way. Then we get T-Rex bot that deals melee. That Empyrean is immune to. But hey, we can get it. I mean, do we have equipments or mechanical golems? We have a Taiaha. Did you get your mare in play? You did. You can lose your mare. Don't destroy those, though. Stuntman? Yeah, you can lose that. Alright. Swing and a miss. Alright, stay there. Kind of past the point where that would be useful, right? Oh, but we still have this. Oh yeah, and we discarded 3 equipments. Ha 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 ha. Let's shuffle. Okay, we need to get immune to damage. So, Enduring Intercession yet again. How many times have I discarded that card, I swear? And that one, I cannot deal melee damage, but I can draw a card off of it. I get Savage Mana. I'll draw a card. Mare. Elbow Smash. And I can heal someone off of this. Let's do that. I'm gaining momentum, but to what end? We're gonna lose another environment. Alright, keep the Haka of battles, discard a Haka of shielding. Whenever an equipment card is discarded, so discard that equipment, discard that equipment. Create Contraption has been done! Yay! Okay. Has energy though, so I can't hit Empyrean with it. Otherwise, he regains it back. Isn't that great? We've discarded 3. What's your max, Writhe? 13. We need 6. All right, Vitality Surge. Vitality Surge. Probably Rampage at this point. You can hit Empyrean. This is irreducible, so I could do that to Writhe, and that redirects, and that's sexy. This is going to hit for 2 because it's a non-character hero target. Do I want to do that? Presumably, you will regain it back on Virtuosos of the Void unless we change the other battle zone, but I'm not sure if that makes sense. I don't think it does, because I'm going to want to put something on Writhe, I'm sure. Most likely for my trash. So let's not do that. Actually, no, we can do that. Let's do that because you'll heal it. Yeah! Alright. The Spirit card. Slumbering Serpent. Void Slave. Just because ongoing cards are terrible, we don't want them to be drawn or revealed or discarded or played anymore. Oh, Dark Mind's now in this battle zone. Great! Well, you can't deal damage. And even if you could deal damage, we would reduce it by 1. Damage that can't be dealt. Reveal the top 3 cards of 1 hero deck. So you have 1 card underneath you, and when you flip, this card deals each hero target 3 psychic, then remove a random card from under this card to that trash. If that trash belongs to a hero in this battle zone, this card deals that hero 4 psychic. Okay. I don't really know what makes sense. So constructs, if revealed, would be discarded. You kind of don't want to do that. I don't know. Just do Haka. All right, Enduring Intercession with Underneath Dark Mind. So not only is Enduring Intercession a terrible card, it's now underneath Dark Mind. Ah! Okay, OblivAeon is now in this battle zone, and OblivAeon cannot deal damage. Well, that's actually hunky-dory, because now I don't need to move anyone. We're just going to stay here. We're going to get too many devastation tokens still, but who cares? Actually, if we play another ground pound, then when the environment is destroyed, OblivAeon cannot deal each target 20 irreducible infernal damage. All right, so while we're playing dice with the devil, let's just go full steam ahead on that front. All right, so stay there. At the end of your turn, this card deals itself 2 melee damage. You may discard a card to redirect that damage to a hero target. And then it could, yeah, take it on. Put Dynamic Siphon on Writhe. Don't destroy that. Put Cosmic Weapon on Writhe. And now let's play dice with the devil again. Oh boy. How many constructs do we have? 4. Okay, well, Energy Bracer on Cosmic. Dynamic Siphon on Writhe again. Wounding Buffer on Writhe. I don't know if that makes sense, because Writhe isn't going to be dealt damage that often. Yeah, I think we don't want it. We don't want constructs in this battle zone because otherwise Cosmic dies. So this has to go somewhere else. Let's give it to Stuntman. I don't know. All right. Yeah, so 7 constructs, each dealing damage, each with a +1. It might not matter anyway. Like this one. Oh yeah, we still have the Plasma Vat. Okay. So how is this gonna go then? It's 1 damage. I guess it doesn't matter if it's in this battle zone because they're all getting a +1. And I kind of want to go back now and destroy Unflagging Animation because I'm gonna kill myself. If I had remembered that I was gonna kill myself, I wouldn't have done that. Alright, so destroy that then. It went underneath Dark Mind. Fine, take it. I don't care. See if I care. And I mean, I really shouldn't have played a card here. I shouldn't have played Cosmic Weapon. I wish that Writhe had more powers, but if I were thinking, I would have played Potent Disruption. I'm going to play Potent Disruption. It's a bit cheaty. Okay, and then we did that on Stuntman. I'm kind of cheating because, well, I want Cosmic to survive, but it's not like I'm not really gaining more information other than I knew what the top part of my deck was, or top 3 cards were. But it's a play that would have made more sense had I thought it through. This is a ridiculous situation. All right, we need to try to do as much as we can with Sentinels, even though we didn't activate the power yet. But let's see. I have no signatures in my deck, but I can draw a card off of that. Because really, What's in my deck? Do we have any more? We don't, but I need to cycle through my deck quickly. I probably could have done it if I destroyed an ongoing card off of the incap, but that's fine. This is an OblivAeon Nemesis. This is a Tempest Nemesis. When this card is destroyed, each player may draw a card and use a power and then remove this card from the game. We're going to want to get Empyrean destroyed on Stuntman or Haka's turn so that we can get another power off of Writhe to get another Mecha Knight. Because we don't have OblivAeon Shard active right now, so there isn't a super instance of damage right here. So I could try to do a blackout here. And this is going to do Infernal. That will hit. I don't know, I was looking there when I could look here. This will hit OblivAeon and Empyrean. So Writhe has to deal damage this way. Writhe will hit Darkmind. I can't hit OblivAeon with this because OblivAeon is immune to his own damage, but he's not immune to Darkmind's damage. Plus we get a power here. So I could try to use Mecha Knight, but this is going to be reduced by 1, right? So it's not worth using that. So let's just go with the card draw and HP to cycle through my deck faster. Oh, Darkmind can't deal damage. You know, that makes sense too, you know. Okay, second thought. Let's try something different. We don't necessarily need the Sentinels to play a card. I mean, we did team communication and all that to cycle through the deck faster, but we really just need Writhe, which we have. We could try to do something silly, like do damage with Stuntman. Well, so we need to deal damage to Empyrean that's not melee or projectile, which, by the way, all these heroes are really bad at doing. Let's have Cosmic play Cosmic Weapon. Ah, but that's energy. That's also bad. How do I get Empyrean destroyed with two heroes that are bad at doing non-melee and projectile damage? Stuntman can eventually do fire. He has not drawn that. He has not drawn that card. T-Rex Bot can do lightning, though. Cold War can do cold. I don't see it. The card I was thinking of is Lance Flammies, but that's there in Hidden Mind, which is there or here. You thought you saw a Violent Escalation. Violent Escalation is projectile and melee. And Empyrean is immune to melee and projectile, so. Carry on! Carry on my wayward son! Do 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 do. Okay, there's 2 energy damage here also. And this is melee. Deal damage based on the number of cards in your hand, which is 5. Oh, and can we, like... I could probably deal with you in some fashion. Oh... Yeah, this ground pound is kind of getting in the way. If only I had used my incap to destroy an ongoing card to draw 5 cards. Let's just have the Sentinels draw their bajillion cards here. So this can go off on Wraith's turn. And that would benefit from the +11. So, like, I mean, we won't have the Idealist part happen, but we'll still have the deal each villain target 2 +11 damage part happen. And that will take out Empyrean, and that will reduce Dark Mind to 10. And then Stuntman and Haka can take care of Dark Mind easy peasy. The problem is I wanted to be able to use an instance of Mecha Knight on Haka or Stuntman's turn. But we do have Dynamic Siphons, so if we can do a ping somehow, which, I mean, we do have a Violent Escalation. It's going to not really do a ping because of Koot. But it is something. It is something. We could also use Mare. So that's what I try to use, but can't deal damage, or the non-hero cards can't deal damage. I don't want to keep that. Kind of want to keep that. This is only good for HP recovery, which I guess this is a fine time to regain HP. Each hero target regains 1. Let's go ahead and do that one. That's a bit better. Okay, 1 hero target deals 1 target 2 energy damage. That is a OblivAeon Nemesis, so Stuntman would do extra damage to Dark Mind with that. Could also do extra damage to OblivAeon with that. And OblivAeon is really the priority, right? So let's just hit OblivAeon. I mean, OblivAeon is then going to move to the other battle zone once he's destroyed, but no. Omni Unity. One player may either draw or play 10 irreducible fire and remove this card. Destroy each non-hero target with 4 or fewer and remove Ra from the game. Oh. I mean, it's never going to be an equipment card, but that's fine because I don't really want Omni Unity right now. I generally have woes with Omni Unity. I mean, I guess this card is outstanding, right? Because if the Sentinels each dealt 1 target 1 lightning damage plus 11, isn't that like redonkulous damage? But they're never going to discard an equipment card this way. Unless it's Thursteel Chains. But that's in play. Unless I destroy it. Alright, what are we discarding here? Sentinel Tactics is already in play. That's a candidate. Alright, increased damage dealt to and by the Sentinels by 11. Okay. So Medico could hit Writhe for 27 damage. So who do you want to regain to max HP? Let's do this one. Because we're not going to be able to hit Empyrean any other way. Anyway. Let's do that. And then that. Let's not have Medico do it. And then hit that one, I guess. Hit that one. Each player may draw a card and use a power. Well, Cosmic, you only have a dynamic siphon on top of your deck. You'll be dealt a lot of damage still, though. Or no, you won't, because you can't reveal any more cards. Can I not use a power this way? Yes, I can. I don't want to reveal 0 cards and then be dealt damage. That's just dumb. Alright, Stuntman draws a card. And then uses Infinity Cannon. Gets Hidden Mine. Hey, that's fire damage. Haka draws a card. And then... Ooh, hey, we can use Chekhov's hairdryer now. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on Dark Mind first. Alright, draw a card, use a power. You don't have many more powers left. Let's go with the regain HP and draw a card one. Yes. Let's get something that revives a hero. Didn't get that. And next time a non-hero target is destroyed, you may move it to the bottom of the deck. Sure, why not? Alright, there we go. Second chance. Perfect. And Medico needs to stay alive, although if he gets sneezed on, he dies. Cosmic needs to stay alive. And I kind of want my heroes to stay alive more than the rewards. Human Shield is now under Dark Mind. Whoops. Why was that? Oh. Oh, Digital Age. He just powered up Dark Mind. But you're going to put cards under this card into play. So we're going to get a Human Shield, a Destructive Response, an Enduring Intercession, and an Unflagging Animation forcibly. Alright, stay here. Each hero may deal themselves 2 psychic. Whenever a hero takes damage this way, add a token. When there are 6 tokens on this card, flip this card. You know, Writhe really wants to hurt himself because it redirects anyway. Alright, take this on. You want that. Don't destroy that. Discard a card to use a power. You kind of already have a bajillion ways of getting powers, right? Don't you? That card is destroyed. Something happens. What's your other way of getting a power? I thought you had 2 ways of doing powers. Maybe I'm dumb. Let's discard a card then. Moving target's already in play. Yeah. Yeah, prevent the damage. That will save the Sentinels. And then I can do a ping here, which will allow Cold War to go off. Probably still have to hit Dynamic Siphon. I guess I probably should have just done that. Because I'm trying. I don't know why I'm trying not to use it. Because OblivAeon chart. Well, okay. That's tragic. The dynamic siphons I put on Wraith cannot be hit because if they get sneezed on, they die. Alright, so we have to do 10 damage to OblivAeon himself. 3 targets, too cold. I should still be able to do this. I can do this. Because T-Rex bot! Okay, so your moving target is when a villain target would deal damage, so that won't get destroyed. This is when you're dealt damage by a non-hero target. Alright, that's fine. You can do that. Wounding buffer reacts. Wounding buffer reacts. Oh, right. Duh. We have Wraith here. Duh. Duh. I don't need to hit OblivAeon with that. OblivAeon's dead anyway. Let's hit Enrage Terror Bird so that we get another reward. Yeah. So now when a hero target in this play area will be dealt damage, redirect the damage to this card. Okay, well now everything here is safe, right? Wraith will deal itself damage. Himself damage? Sentinels can use a power. I guess OblivAeon is technically not down yet. So what happens when he's been destroyed? Each player may draw a card, remove devastation tokens based on the countdown, move it to 6, shuffle it in the trash, turn to the next page. Next page is here. OblivAeon moves to the other battle zone, which adds a devastation token. When the countdown reaches 0, if something terrible happens. At the end of OblivAeon's turn, move to the battle zone with the most hero targets, and then deal each target 3 infernal damage. And then at the end of each turn, do stuff. All right, well, we can do like the dumb thing with ground pound. Ground pound overwhelms OblivAeon apparently. Is this overkill? Probably want to do this turn, right? So that Haka draws a card that he might use? Or do I want to have these cards enter play? It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's hit OblivAeon. Draw a card. The remaining hits will be wasted, yes. But I wasn't planning on using the remaining hits anyway. Alright, and then... Hippocratic Oath, yeah! Oh boy. Here, Cosmic, we were worried about you being alive. You're now at max. You can't hit yourself anyway. You can't hit yourself. You know, this is a rather... I'm not even gonna do it. We got great use out of that. We did a bunch of damage to OblivAeon with the Wraith redirect, and we healed a bajillion HP off of the Medico recovery. All right. Let's keep you here. You're gonna... OblivAeon's gonna move to this battle zone anyway. I mean, sure, whatever. Take that. You have nothing else to do. You could shuffle it, but that doesn't really do anything. Dark Mind stole that. Well, when I destroy it, you're gonna put it into play, right? So I actually don't need to play Ground Pound. Oh boy, I can cheat. I don't think it's really cheating, but let's cheat. I can punish the weak, actually. Generally, I mean, I've been staying away from Punish the Weak, but it would allow me to use Rampage a little better, but I can't really use Rampage with OblivAeon Shard anyway. I don't know, Haka. I have not figured out what I wanted to do with you this entire game. You have a lot of setup for nothing. All right, let's do Punish the Weak. Because now you can do 2+1, but -1. So actually, I'm just gonna use Chekhov's hairdryer. Summon the Colosseum. I can move Dark Mind to the bottom of its deck. Yeah. All right, unflagging animation. Okay. And then Human Shield with no mainstay active. Ground Pound, where I'll discard 2 cards. Like, let's say Enduring Intercession and Rampage, I guess. Enduring Intercession. All right, and then I can hit something else for 6. There's nothing else I can hit that would make sense. And then I can play a card. Okay. Haka shielding. So it doesn't really matter though, because we're not going to be dealt any damage, but let's give some protection to... If I give protection to Writhe, then the redirect kind of breaks. So let's give prevention to Medico. Then you can't really do anything. Nor does it make sense for you to do anything. All right. The game's almost over, except it's going to be an OblivAeon game, which I have not actually... I guess I kind of did have it happen once. All right, what's happening? We played Glass Peaks. When this card enters play, destroy all other biomes. The first time a biome enters play each turn, deal damage. And each time a biome enters play, this card regains 1. Doesn't really matter, I think. Destroy all other biomes. Destroy 1 non-target environment card, which destroys Jade Estuary. Sign with the lowest HP deals each non-villain target 2 psychic damage, and each player discards a card, but we're not in this battle zone. Lab Rat. Can't deal damage. That was a wonderful Scion turn. Oh, what? What? I'm confused. What just happened? An Aeon interplay? What? All right, let's rewind. Animation speed slow. Pre-start of turn. There's an Aeon Man in your deck. I don't think that was intentional, but I think that when Writhe moved a card to the bottom of a villain trash or a villain deck, it moved to OblivAeon's deck. So what was the what's this? The next time a non-hero target is destroyed, you may move it to the bottom of its deck. That makes me think that that should have been the Aeon Man deck and not OblivAeon's deck. Where even is that Aeon Man? Oh, it's just sitting in Battle Zone 1. Was it the last Aeon Man in that zone? No? It was just an Aeon Man that got destroyed and then got moved to the bottom of its deck, which apparently means OblivAeon's deck. Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. So because there was no other Aeon Man and we had destroyed an Aeon Man, technically the deck is not in play, and the only other... Okay, if that is how that's intended to work, that kind of makes sense. It's not immediately obvious, though, but it is amusing. Instead of a card play, we have an Aeon Man. Yeah, maybe the game got confused, for sure. All right, OblivAeon is here. I'm going to stay here because we're immune to damage, and OblivAeon can just do whatever. We have an unflag animation. Yeah, stay there. At the end of your turn, if at least 4 cards were destroyed, this card, flip this card. If not, you may move this card to another play area to deal each villain target 9 damage of that type, and then remove this card from the game. But we definitely want to use this incap. Discard 2 cards to play a card. Because we really want Sentinels to deal damage so that they can use their power. So they will discard 2 cards. Human Shield is already in play. So we'll get rid of a Human Shield. We probably aren't going to revive a Sentinel at this point. Anything that can do 2 instances of damage should be kept. Because we can redirect off of Writhe. I don't think we have any of those except for one time. What if we fling either OblivAeon or Voss into the darkness? That would be amusing. This deals damage, and then that target also deals damage, which... that isn't as exciting as it usually is, because it's the Sentinels that have a +12 right now. But it is something... it's like, this deals 2, this deals 2. This is HP recovery, and if the Idealist is active, which he's not. So let's discard that one, then. And then what we're going to play, we're going to do a damage dealer. Did someone say go to max HP again? They don't really need it, though. This is also not a damage dealer because Mainstay is not active. This will do more damage, but I kind of want to save that, I guess. This will do the most damage. Coordinated Assault, Writhe, OblivAeon. I could do the self-damage for the power instead. Well, I already have a power here. Mecca Knight, Ultra Strike. Writhe, OblivAeon. Oh, I can't do the self-damage for the power because that is going to result in a self-damage of... Oh, actually, if I did that, I would be doing damage that redirects to OblivAeon. But it's going to do less damage than the card play. And I also have to be dealt damage this way. So if I did deal damage to Writhe that way, he would die. So it doesn't really matter. All right, Stuntman, discard 2. Oh, you could destroy... Oh, actually, let's okay, I'm gonna do this instead. We'll have Stuntman go first so that we can destroy the Plasma Vat. Because we do have a usual solution here. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. We will deal 1 target to melee. We will destroy Plasma Vats. Haka draws 3 cards. And then OblivAeon. Yeah. And I can't hit Dynamic Siphon. That was the worst idea ever. I can't hit Writhe at this point, though. But it's not exciting because it's 1 + 1 + 1 - 2. There will certainly be a better instance of damage there. I could hit T-Rex bot, and that would do 1 + 1. And you're going to regain it anyway because of Virtuosos of the Void. Which card should take effect first? Move to the bottom of the deck, yes. Do you want Dominion, 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 or summon the Colosseum to go next? And the summon the Colosseum has been successful! Okay, would it make sense? Or no, we can't really have you use a power. I was gonna say, can we do Haka battle on the Sentinels, but it's only gonna increase the next instance anyway. It would make more sense to just kind of go for straight damage. Rampage, I discarded that. Womp womp. I guess the best play would be Elbow Smash. Punish the weaks. Elbow Smash. Do we have Punish the Weak in play? We do. Okay, there's a +1. Yeah, +1! Do you want to discard 2 cards? Do you kind of want to have the Everyman powered up? Because your card plays aren't really going to help. You could destroy all the constructs that aren't really doing that much for us, since we put Dynamic Siphons on a hero in the battle zone with the OblivAeon Shard. You do have an augmented ally there that Stuntman has sort of been using. But you can also get it back into play with Unflagging Animation. So how many constructs? That's 5. This could deal one target 5 irreducible energy. I could just play that on my own turn though, so I'm not going to do this one. Sentinels, discard 2. Alright, so Human Shield and the one that... Yeah, HP regen we don't need. And then what did we do with you? Coordinated Assault. Writhe, OblivAeon. And then Mechanite Ultra Strike. Writhe, OblivAeon. There we go. Now no more -1s. And you are now back at max, so we can leave that in play, even though there's no constructs in your trash. I guess that was why we were going to play Construct Cataclysm at the start, isn't it? But you can leave it in play. That's fine. And then... Cosmic Weapon doesn't really make sense anywhere. Dynamic Siphon doesn't really make sense anywhere. I mean, actually, no, it makes sense on Stuntman. I think if I use my power and I don't destroy a construct, I die. Which I guess is an argument for having a Cosmic Weapon on Cosmic. I have Arataki. Okay, you're right. You're right. Ah, man, I can't put that on Arataki. All right. Let's put... Oh, this is Cosmic Weapon. Put that on Cosmic. And an Energy Bracer, put that on Stuntman so that damage could be reduced someday. And then Vitality Conduit. I could put it on Arataki, but I can't deal damage to it to keep Arataki alive. And I can't put this on a Sentinel. Let's put it on Stuntman. Alright, now all this damage. Oh no, these are the constructs that are... Oh no! These constructs are now going to do a bajillion damage because of the thing. When this card is destroyed, you may use a power. Yes. Okay, so what power shall you use? Infinity Cannon, I think, is still better. Bye, Arataki. Probably would have made more sense to have reduced the bigger hit by 4, but I think it wouldn't have mattered. OblivAeon plays The Abyss Stares Back, which plays Global Devastation, but he cannot deal damage. Destroy 2 environment cards. Void Slave is annoying. And you can be helpful someday. This might not be helpful. Okay, so that's his card play, and now it's our end of turn. There's Lance Flammies. Alright, someone will play a card. That someone should be Sentinels. Coordinated Assault, I think, still. I think this and the damage dealing part. Yeah, that will take out OblivAeon. OblivAeon's gone! Yeah! OblivAeon's gone! But Rhynek Kel'Vas has other plans. And now this is phase 3, but with the Voss spin. Alright, so the thing with Voss, we're at 90. This card counts as OblivAeon, is immune to its own damage and environment damage, and is not a Scion. If this card is destroyed, you win. When a player's hero is incapacitated, that player does not get a new hero. If there are no active heroes, you lose. Whenever an environment target enters play, it deals each target 3 melee damage, then add 1 devastation token to the inevitable destruction card, and this card regains 9 HP. At the end of OblivAeon's turn, move OblivAeon to the battle zone with the most hero targets, then this card deals each hero target 5 irreducible energy damage. Yes. So it's a non-issue, for sure, but good to just remind ourselves how this works. There's the spin. All right, let's sacrifice Ra now. We've been sitting on this all game. Well, that was a fun game. sacrifices of heroes were not in vain, and the lost timelines will be remembered. You have defeated OblivAeon and saved the universe, or multiverse. It faded away. 1 environment destroyed, 3 heroes incapacitated, 5 scions defeated. Yeah, so we lost Insula Primalis. We lost Bloodmage Lifeline and Setting Sun Ra and Young Legacy. So Paula Parsons is gone. And we did defeat several scions. Yeah. I will remember what they're called someday. But we did succeed with Requital, Captain Cosmic, and Adamant Sentinels, and Stuntman, and Primordial Haka. Primordial Haka is the only one that saw the battle through from beginning to end. So he's the only one that lasted the entire fight. Ra and Lifeline did not last very long. They lasted like 2 rounds, and then were taken out by a bad OblivAeon turn. Young Legacy made it a little longer, but we had to sacrifice her in order to keep the team alive, because we were facing an environment destruction, and we needed that heroic interception to save the team and avoid bad things from happening. It was an interesting game. As I put it in chat, it was a game of I was losing until I won. And yeah, I know that in the middle of it, I kind of was acting like, none of this matters. None of these choices matter. I could rewind, but I don't care. And I kind of do apologize for that, because it's easy to forget a lot in Sentinels that even in losing situations, you can still pull through and win. And in an OblivAeon game, it's certainly very different, because even when your team gets incapacitated, you can still put new heroes on the table, and it will take some setup, but you can still pull it off. I was just a bit under stress because of the countdown. Countdown always stresses me out when I'm like, I only have 2 rounds to deal with OblivAeon before he destroys another environment. And there were several times that I had overlooked a key detail, like needing an objective in the Sentinels play area to be able to trade that objective for the OblivAeon shard, and that frustrated me. I don't know. I get frustrated, and when I get frustrated, I don't like my attitude. It's something I need to work on. But hey, it's 2020, and I guess it's January 2nd. There's something about New Year's resolutions and all that. Anyway, it was a fun game nonetheless, and I hope that you got something out of it. I always learn new and exciting things from this game, such as the fact that in Phase 1, OblivAeon always adds a Devastation token, which adds to the countdown. Death. Bad OblivAeon turn. That was his cause of death, yes. That's reminding me of one of the Jackbox games where, like, at the end of it, they detail how everyone died, and it's always like a hilarious, like, died because they unraveled the wrong yarn or something. I don't remember the details. Anyway, that's it for tonight. It is 10:30. Not as late, not as long as my longest OblivAeon game, but not as fast as my fastest OblivAeon game, but that's just how every OblivAeon match goes. My channel, this channel has several streamers on it. We have Jeremy and John every Tuesday with Handelabra Live for some of the lead developers showing content before it is publicly available. They will certainly show off Spirit Island, but it is closer to a preview, so be sure to check that out in the foreseeable future. In the near future. Probably that word is better. Every Thursday at 7 is Dolphin's Dive with me, and I try to be strategic in my streams, try to discuss what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and why it's wrong. But I try to be smart and discuss things, and if I do it well, I do it well. If I don't do it well, we learn something. It's all about the learning. Next week, I will be streaming Sentinels of the Multiverse, my continuation of my challenge, where we'll be going into, I guess it's going to be the Skinwalker Gloomweaver match, but this time with the Infernal Relics heroes, so that we can finish off the Infernal Relics, and move on. So I believe Mini Pack 2 is the one that came next in the digital release order. The week after that, which will be January 16th, I will be doing a One Deck Dungeon and Aeon's End stream. And when Spirit Island is out, I will certainly be streaming that as well. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. is On Deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover, a brother-sister duo that have some fun, engaging streams. And every Sunday is Tales from the Archive with another letdown for some storytelling Sentinels of the Multiverse. The game that I played was Sentinels of the Multiverse. There's also Bottom of the Ninth and One Deck Dungeon and Aeon's End that are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. All excellent products developed by Handelabra for digital production. And you can get the games physically as well, and they are fun to play on the tabletop. But if you want to play them digitally, they are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. If you want to follow the channel, you're watching it on this channel, presumably, but if you don't know what channel this is, it's twitch.tv/HandelabraGames. There's also the YouTube channel at Handelabra, and there's my personal stream, Dolphin, twitch.tv/LewDolphin, and my YouTube will be LewDolphin21. My Twitter handle is also LewDolphin21, by the way. The 21 is my birth date in March 21st. I'll be turning 31 this year. But anyway, it's been a fun stream. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah. Where is he? There he is. All right, have a good night, everyone.